The seed of light in a quiet village nestled. Between emerald hills lived a young potter named Arav. Every day he shaped beautiful clay pot. Yet his heart carried a silent wish to live a life filled with purpose, peace, and abundance. Despite working tirelessly, nothing seemed to change. Customers rarely visited his shop, and each evening he wondered why life felt so difficult. One morning, while walking through the forest, Arav met an elderly monk sitting beneath an ancient banyan tree. The monk's face glowed with an unusual calm. "What troubles your heart?" the monk asked. "I work hard," Arav replied, "but my dreams remain far away. People say I should manifest my desires, but I don't understand how." The monk smiled and handed him a tiny seed. "Plant this seed," he said. "But remember, it will only grow if your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions grow together." Confused, Arav planted the seed beside his home. Every sunrise he watered it. Every evening he sat quietly before it, imagining a magnificent tree with deep roots and golden leaves. Days passed. Nothing happened. Frustrated, Arav returned to the monk. "The seed isn't growing." The monk picked up a mirror and placed it before Arav. "What do you see?" "No," the monk replied softly. "You see the gardener. The seed has always been inside you." Those words echoed through Arav's mind. He realized that while he dreamed of abundance, he constantly repeated, "I'm unlucky. Nothing ever works. Others are more fortunate than I am." His thoughts and his desires were moving in opposite directions. From that day forward, Arav changed more than his words. Each morning he spent a few moments in silence, breathing deeply and expressing gratitude for the things already present in his life: the sunrise, his family, his craft, and another chance to learn. He stopped comparing himself with others. He began making each clay pot as though it were meant for a king. Instead of waiting for customers, he carried his finest work to nearby villages. He learned new designs, listened to feedback, and welcomed every lesson. Weeks turned into months. One rainy morning, Arav noticed a tiny green shoot emerging from the soil where the seed had been planted. At the same time, something else had begun to grow. Travelers started talking about the extraordinary beauty of his pottery. Merchants placed larger orders. Students came to learn from him. His workshop slowly transformed into a place of creativity and joy. Years later, the tiny seed had become a towering banyan tree. People traveled from distant lands to rest beneath its shade. One evening, the old monk returned. "You have manifested everything you desired," he said. Arav smiled gently. "I thought I was attracting success," he replied. "But I discovered something greater. I was becoming the kind of person who could recognize opportunities, serve others with sincerity, and remain peaceful whether success came quickly or slowly." The monk nodded. "That is the deepest manifestation." As the sun disappeared behind hills, the monk spoke one final lesson. The universe is like an echo. It does not always answer immediately, and it does not always answer exactly as we expect. But when the mind becomes clear, the heart becomes grateful, and the hands continue their work with love. Life often begins to reflect the person you are becoming.